I don't know what's going on here, but I smell corruption, and you probably smell corruption in this as well, because I know that it goes far beyond this, and these amounts, even though small, it's just an easy way to chip away and take a lot of money out and make a lot of people rich. You're not going to believe this. $55 million flushed down the toilet of your pension plan's money. We're going to get into what happened. And I can't believe I discovered this. But it's actually all thanks to this post from Table Salt. And then we'll get into what happened. So listen to this as Danielle Smith rips into Ontario.
Western premiers who have a large canola industry in their provinces, and that is regardless of political stripe, have raised it directly with the Prime Minister. It seems like it's a bit of a phony war. We've got a 100% tax on EV vehicles from China that no one's buying in order to protect an EV industry in Ontario that doesn't exist.
And that was the point, an EV industry in Ontario that doesn't exist, because then that got me thinking about Northvolt, which went bankrupt. And then that got me thinking about FTX, which also went bankrupt, and Celsius, and how those pension plans like the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan invested in FTX and had a $95 million loss. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not a lot for a pension plan, but it shows that are they really doing their due diligence, or is this just some sort of corrupt game? Because where is this money going, especially when it comes to these net zero companies? We've definitely got to analyze it more with now a bankster in charge who is definitely for the net zero agenda. So then if we also shoot over to here, you can see that Canada's biggest pension plan ends crypto investment pursuit. But the reason they did it is because, you know, the Quebec pension plan here, they invested $150 million in bankrupt Celsius. Now let's get on to Northvolt, because this is really juicy. I don't think anybody knows about this. So Europe's battery maker seeks a different growth path after Northvolt's collapse. So I read this and then I thought, oh my God, I bet Canada was invested in this. I guarantee it. And basically they raised over $15 billion. Yeah, $15 billion. And it's all now gone, vaporized, vanished into the atmosphere. Where's it gone? It's gone somewhere. It's just not into your pocket. It's come out of it. And the reality is they raised $15 billion from governments and investors. They've now gone bankrupt. They likely have no assets. So it's all money that has been vaporized. And obviously people at the top probably got big payouts. I'm guaranteeing you that. But then I went over and checked at CPP. And this is going to blow your mind. Or is it going to blow your mind? So CPP had $575 billion back in August 2023. I want to highlight that first, because I'm not saying like this loss is a huge loss for CPP. I'm just saying that it shows how they're not doing their due diligence, or where is this money going, more to the point. Because when you really think about what's happening here and the amount of money, you're not talking about small amounts of money. Yes, small in context to the overall asset size of the pension plan, but not small if you're paying out CEOs $5 million and $2 million and different things like that. And there's all this money coming in, $15 billion from governments. That's tax dollars that are going in there. So they invested $55 million into Northvolt. Northvolt has gone bankrupt. That money has been vaporized. And again, obviously these pension plans are going to get things wrong. But this just shows, I don't know what's going on here, but I smell corruption. And you probably smell corruption in this as well, because I know that it goes far beyond this. And these amounts, even though small, it's just an easy way to chip away and take a lot of money out and make a lot of people rich. So anyway, I just find that absolutely infuriating. And obviously there was no mainstream media organization that I saw that covered this at all. And now Danielle Smith is coming out and just basically laughing at Doug Ford because there is no EV industry.
In order to protect an EV industry in Ontario that doesn't exist.
And in fact, they invested in the bankrupt company. And I wonder if the Ontario pension plan invested in there. Oh, wait, they invested US $325 million. The government invested. All this pension money went into it. Just obliterated, incinerated. But where has it gone? And there's been no stories about this at all. It's massively important. There is so much corruption going on, and it's happening in plain sight, and nobody wants to cover it apart from a few people. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. It's maddening, isn't it? It really is. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd highly recommend check out that video there. If you're looking for a VPN, you're going to need one with what's just happened with the election. You know where to go. Link in the description. See you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.